whatever happens, there's someone who is always buying Bitcoin,
Yeah.
and that's Michael Saylor. So I want to talk about that a little bit, because I think I just saw a news that says that he now has 553,555 Bitcoin. So that's like 500,000 Bitcoin in one hands, where no proof of reserve, like there is nothing, like basically people buy his shares, right? So his financial product, because it's not really shares, his financial product. And it's basically like paper Bitcoin. Like he could, like, he doesn't have to have Bitcoin for what he's doing. And that sounds crazy to me. Like, I understand it's kind of a tether situation. Like it has very bad aspects that are not crypto, but it also like supports a lot of the crypto adoption. So it is a complicated situation.
It is. So just to put context there, that is 2.6% of all the Bitcoin that will ever exist. And it's an even larger percent of the crypto that will ever be available, because there's a bunch of crypto that's forever lost. I don't know what that number is, but it's more than 2.6% then. So like, and it's funny because a lot of people are, especially a lot of maxis, are very excited about this because, and I think every crypto sees this, right? Like when somebody important buys your crypto, there's validation, right? And so I think there's a lot of maxis going, with BlackRock and with Saylor, all going, yay, validated. And, we're on the right team. So I think, and that helps promote and further validate, the idea of Bitcoin being a legitimate asset to own. But unlike proof of stake, that's the other thing. Since it's not proof of stake, it's not like he himself by himself with all these coins can control the network. That's really that's miners. So those are separate. Like in Divi, you got proof of stake. If you get a lot of coins, you've got the ability to wield a lot of power. Whereas that's not the case for Bitcoin. And so I don't really know. Other than that,
there's no
really
governance.
What to make of it.
I think that's an interesting point that you bring about the percentage of supply. I don't think I would have a problem if somebody would have just 3% of the supply of Bitcoin. What I have a problem with is that MicroStrategy is selling financial products where they say they're selling for Bitcoin, and then they're supposed to have those 553,000 plus Bitcoin. And again, there is no proof of that. And it is, again, a centralized entity that is now selling in indices. Like they're not selling Bitcoin, right? They keep the Bitcoin. So this is where I have a more problem with, right? I don't have much of a problem with someone holding like 2 or 3% of the supply, even if it has its own risk, obviously. But here it's more like it's not really his. There is a shady thing around. There is a lot of returns that are promised to people who invest in those products. So if that thing were to collapse, or if Bitcoin were to have an issue, that would be something that would increase the problem, right? Like if Bitcoin was to have a big dump, then MicroStrategy could probably not sustain what they're offering. And in that case, they would probably have to dump what they have. And that would make the thing even worse, right?
Worse.
That's more the things I'm more concerned about.